Good afternoon, Pentecostals. Pastor Doug Inger here. We're glad that you are joining, and we are testing right now as well as doing this 5-minute with Pastor. We are testing the capability of multi-streaming. What that is, it is a way for us to connect to you on different platforms. We have several people that can only join us on YouTube. And so we are getting them connected. In fact, I did receive word, I hope I received word that Brother Santiago got onto YouTube and Sister Maria got onto YouTube. Several others got connected to us on YouTube. So we give you a salute and say hello and greetings. And we should be also streaming to Facebook at this time. Now, when we do this multi-stream, I'm not able to load up the chats like we have been and put the comments on the screen. But we are making an effort to connect to multiple people, multiple different ways. We understand that some of you do not have Facebook and are not able to attend service with us or attend some of these 5-minute chats. So we are making an effort. We are going to test this out. If we don't like it, we can always go a different direction. We're not invested into it at all. Just wanted to do some trial and error runs with it. So good afternoon. I hope your week is going well. I did take a little time off yesterday, at least from live streaming. I had my other hats that I have to wear. We are in the third day of prayer and fasting with the District of Iowa. And some of you joined online last night with them. I was supposed to and intending to be online with them, but I got called to a city council meeting and was over there instead dealing with city business. So I am here. We have been praying. We've been fasting. I hope you've been joining them in that. But let me spend just about 5 minutes with you today and this afternoon. And again, we're streaming both on YouTube and Facebook. If everything went well, it is out on both of them at the same time. If not, I'll download it and upload it to YouTube here. Was thinking yesterday, actually, was going to jump online, but everything in me said, no, relax, take some time off. I was thinking yesterday about Paul's concern. You can find, I think I found 12 different verses. There might be more. That was just my 5 minutes with God, or my 15, 20 minutes with God as I was beginning to read and explore. My mind kind of wandered because I've picked a pattern up on Paul in several areas, and I wondered if that pattern was true here. And in many of the areas that I went looking for last night, I found that Paul did. And one of them is his longing to be with the church. And we find that over and over where Paul just has this burning desire that he wants to be with the church. And I've heard that several times even through this weekend, and I know that we are limiting access to the church building, and we're not letting everybody to come because of following the CDC mandates and some of the things of social distancing. But I understand it, and I really understand Paul's heart too. Listen to what he wrote to the Philippians. I'm reading from the Amplified version of the Bible. I have a beautiful Bible here that sits on my desk. I love King James Version, and we preach from it and teach from it and do all my studying from it. But once in a while, when I'm really trying to figure out what is going on, I'll pick up a different version. And this is one of my go-tos. Somebody got me this a few years ago, so I want to thank that person very much. I love this Bible. I love the touch and feel of it. I love everything about it. But when I'm doing some studying, often I'll pick this Amplified version up. And this is what Paul said in Philippians. He said this: I am convinced and confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will continue to perfect and complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. To the day of Jesus Christ, the time of his return. Verse 7 goes on to say, it is right for me to feel this way about you, because you have me in your heart as I have you in my heart. Since both in my imprisonment and in the defense and confirmation of the good news regarding salvation, all of you share in his matchless grace with me. For God is my witness. This is where Paul really yearns to be with the church. He says, for God is my witness, how I long for you with the affection of Christ Jesus, whose great love fills me. Paul said, there are times where we are separated. It even feels like being in imprisonment. I've heard that several times on Facebook and social media of several people saying, Pastor, it just feels like I'm in prison, like I can't go anywhere. And Paul said, even in those moments, I'm confident that God isn't done yet. I'm confident that God is still working on us, and I'm confident that God is doing something in your life. And he says, even while in imprisonment, you need to understand that my heart just longs to be with you. I think we're experiencing some end time revival, Bible fulfillment events happening right now among us. Yes, we're separated. Yes, our heart just longs to be with one another. Isn't it interesting that it takes sometimes missing something to this extent before we start appreciating what we have? I know that we've all gone through seasons, and there are times where, church didn't mean anything, or we skipped church, or we just had other things going on, or work got in the way, or sickness got in the way, and all these life events have gotten in the way. And then all of a sudden something like this happens, and the one thing that you want the most, you can't have. Isn't that just like God to make sure even His church understands the importance of gathering together and being with you? I'm over my 5 minutes. I'm trying my best to do better. It's about 6, almost 7 minutes into this live stream. Thank you for watching. You're not alone. Even the Apostle Paul said, man, I'm just missing you guys. I want to give a shout out to the church that I pastor. Thank you for being faithful in your tithes and giving. Thank you for attempting to use the online. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to do a short video probably tomorrow on how to connect with us online through giving. But many of you have given faithfully online. Some of you might have selected the wrong button, but we still got it, and it will still be going into the church's bank account. Thank you for being faithful. Others have made arrangements and said, Pastor, listen, I can't figure anything out. I'll just, any of that online stuff out. I'll just swing by and drop it off at the church or slide it under your office door. The office here, my office is the only room in the building that is locked. We do that because of the things like we're dealing with right now, where you can just shove your offering on underneath the door. Or you can catch me at the church, as long as we're not gathering, more than 10 people. Just let me know, hey, Pastor, when are you going to be there? I just want to drop off my offering. We'll help you. But thank you for being faithful in tithes and offerings. We love you. Our heart is heavy, and we are missing the church. God bless you.